Welcome back to the journey of biological rebirth. In our previous two lessons, we have initiated the first revolutions within your cardiovascular system. You have learned the art of dissolving ancient plaques and the precise science of thinning the red sludge that once stagnated your flow. But today, I am taking you to meet the true sovereign of your internal kingdom, a silent entity that works in the shadows, never resting, holding the ultimate key to your natural longevity. I am speaking of your liver, the silent governor of the blood. Imagine this organ as the grand central filtration system of an ancient castle. If your vessels are the pathways and your blood is the water flowing through them, the liver is the primary gatekeeper of quality. Every single drop of blood in your body must pass through this governor to be evaluated, purified, and restructured before it is allowed to return to nourish your heart and your brain. Yet, in a modern world saturated with chemical toxins and industrial fuels, your governor is exhausted. It is no longer a pristine filter. It has become a warehouse, cluttered with metabolic waste and suffocating layers of congestion. When the silent governor is blocked, your vascular restoration remains temporary. Even if your blood is thinned, it will quickly become polluted again if the central filter cannot perform its duty. This is why many people, despite changing their diets, still feel a heavy mantle of chronic fatigue, sallow skin, and mental fog. They are attempting to clean the house while the air purifier is blowing out dust. Modern medicine often ignores this silent exhaustion until the laboratory numbers cross a line of crisis. But I'm here to share a piece of forbidden health wisdom that has been overlooked by the establishment. We will not wait for the kingdom to fall before we begin the repair. Within the next 24 hours, we are going to perform a ritual to restore power to this governor. We will learn how to release the invisible pressures weighing down your hepatic lobes, allowing your blood to be purified with perfection once again. You are standing at the threshold of a total restoration. Prepare yourself, for when the governor is liberated, you will feel a surge of vitality that you have not known in decades. Now that we have identified the sovereign importance of this organ, we must learn to recognize the subtle language it uses to signal its distress. The silent governor does not scream in pain. Instead, it casts long shadows over your daily existence. I want you to look closer at your reflection and your daily rhythms, for the evidence of congestion is hidden in plain sight. The first shadow is found in the whites of your eyes and the tone of your skin. When the filtration system is backed up, a yellowish pigment called bilirubin begins to linger in the stream, stealing the clarity from your gaze and leaving your complexion dull or sallow. This is not merely an aesthetic concern. It is a visible sign that your internal waste management is failing. The second shadow appears as a peculiar heat. Do you find yourself kicking the covers off at night? Or do your feet feel strangely warm even when the room is cool? This is often the governor struggling to process the metabolic friction of thick, toxic blood, an internal overheating of the engine. Pay attention to your energy levels in the mid-afternoon, specifically between 1 and 3 o'clock. If you experience a crushing wave of fatigue that no amount of caffeine can pierce, it is because your governor is using every ounce of available energy to manage the backlog of toxins instead of fueling your brain. Perhaps you notice small red spots on your skin or tiny purple webs appearing on your legs and torso. These are not random marks of age. They are pressure valves. When the main filter is congested, the pressure backs up into the smallest capillaries, causing them to burst or dilate. Even the quality of your sleep tells a story. Waking up consistently between 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning is a classic sign of a struggling governor, as this is the window of time when your biological rhythm attempts its deepest filtration. If the governor is overwhelmed, the effort will jolt you into wakefulness. These shadows are the forbidden diagnostic tools of nature. The establishment will tell you that these symptoms are just a part of getting older, but I'm here to tell you they are a call for restoration. You are not declining, you are simply congested. Once you recognize these shadows, you can no longer ignore the urgency of the flush. We are about to move from observation to action, identifying the specific molecular invaders that have been sabotaging your filter for years. To understand how to liberate the governor, we must first identify the specific microscopic materials that have turned your high-performance filter into a stagnant marsh. The establishment often speaks in broad terms of fatty liver or general toxicity, but those are merely labels that hide the true nature of the invasion. Beneath the surface, your governor is battling two primary hidden saboteurs: stagnant lipids and environmental resins. Imagine the delicate architecture of your liver as a vast network of millions of microscopic honeycombs, each designed to process the stream of life. When you consume processed sugars, industrial seed oils, and high fructose corn syrup, your liver is forced to convert these into liquid fats. But when the volume becomes too high, these fats do not leave. They begin to settle into the crevices of the honeycombs. This is what I call fatty congestion. These lipids become oxidized, turning from a fluid energy source into a thick, rancid wax that physically blocks the movement of blood. But there is a second, more sinister invader: the environmental resins. These are the synthetic chemicals from our modern air, water, and plastic packaging that the body simply does not know how to break down. Instead of being eliminated, these toxins are wrapped in protective bile and stored within the liver's deep tissues. Over years, these deposits harden into microscopic stones and sticky resins that act like glue inside your filtration pipes. This creates a state of internal back pressure. The blood entering the liver from your digestive tract is forced to move slower and slower, leading to the red sludge we discussed in our previous journey. You are effectively living with a filter that is 50 or even 70% obstructed. This is the forbidden truth. Your fatigue, your slow metabolism, and your aging are not failures of your spirit. They are mechanical consequences of these hidden resins and stagnant waxes. If you only treat the symptoms, you are merely painting the walls of a house while the plumbing is bursting. We must go deeper. We must introduce a solution that can penetrate these waxy layers and dissolve the synthetic resins that have bound your vitality. We are not looking for a gentle herbal tea. We are looking for a biological solvent that can restore the original architecture of your honeycombs. In our next chapter, I will unveil the precise 24-hour sequence to achieve this. We are going to move from the problem of congestion to the masterpiece of the flush. This is the moment where we transition from understanding to mastery. Pay close attention, for the 24-hour liver flush is a precise biological symphony that requires exact timing and specific molecular keys. We are not merely suggesting a lifestyle change, we are initiating a tactical strike against the resins and stagnant waxes we have identified. The protocol begins at exactly 6 o'clock in the evening. Your body must be in a state of digestive rest, meaning your last meal should have been light and consumed hours ago. Your first act is to prepare a solution of high-quality magnesium sulfate, often known as Epsom salts, dissolved in a glass of pure, room-temperature water. Do not be mistaken, this is not for nutrition. The magnesium serves a very specific purpose in forbidden health wisdom. It acts as a smooth muscle relaxant for the biliary ducts. It signals the microscopic gates of your liver and gallbladder to stand wide open, ensuring that when the flush begins, there is no resistance, no friction, and no pain. As the clock strikes 8 o'clock, you will repeat this magnesium draft to ensure the pathways are fully dilated. Then, at exactly 10 o'clock, we introduce the primary solvent. You will combine half a cup of cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil with the fresh, hand-squeezed juice of 2 large pink grapefruits. Shake this mixture until it becomes a light, frothy emulsion. The olive oil acts as a massive stimulus, signaling the governor to release a tidal wave of stored bile, while the citric acid and naringin in the grapefruit juice act as chemical detergents to soften the stones and resins. You must drink this mixture standing up, then immediately lie down on your right side with your knees tucked toward your chest. Stay perfectly still for at least 20 minutes. In this silence, the wave of oil will force the liver to contract with such precision that the stagnant waxes and environmental resins are pushed out of the honeycombs and into the intestinal tract. As the sun rises at 6 o'clock the following morning, you will take your third dose of the magnesium solution to flush the liberated debris out of your system. By 8 o'clock, the final dose is taken. During these 24 hours, you may see the physical evidence of your internal restoration. Small, green, or tan waxy pebbles that were once the anchors on your vitality. Do not be afraid. Be liberated. You are witnessing the departure of years of congestion. You are watching the silent governor reclaim its throne. As the debris leaves your body, the back pressure on your entire vascular system vanishes. You are no longer a stagnant pond. You are becoming a rushing mountain stream. As the final hours of the 24-hour protocol subside, you will experience a phenomenon I call the biological awakening. It is a sensation that is difficult to describe to those who remain congested, for it is the feeling of a heavy, invisible veil being lifted from your entire existence. You will wake up on the second morning and notice that the gravity of the world feels different. The morning grogginess that used to cling to your mind like a thick cobweb has vanished, replaced by a crystalline clarity that allows you to see the world in high definition. This is because your silent governor is finally breathing. With the stagnant waxes and environmental resins removed, the blood flowing to your brain is no longer filtered through a swamp of toxins. It is being purified by a pristine, high-performance engine. You will look into the mirror and see a different person staring back. The whites of your eyes will have regained a bright, porcelain brilliance that you haven't seen since your youth. The sallow, greyish undertones of your skin are replaced by a healthy, translucent glow, as the microcirculation in your face is no longer fighting against internal back pressure. But the true miracle is felt deep within your core. That constant, low-level heaviness in your midsection, a sensation you may have simply accepted as a part of getting older, is gone. Your digestion feels effortless, and a natural, sustained energy begins to radiate from your center. This is not the jittery energy of caffeine or stimulants. It is the steady, powerful hum of a body that has reclaimed its metabolic throne. You will find that your moods are more stable, your patience is deeper, and your zest for life has been restored. The silent governor is once again governing with grace and efficiency. You have proven to yourself that the body does not simply wear out, it merely gets cluttered. By following the forbidden health wisdom of the flush, you have performed a feat of biological engineering that the modern establishment deems impossible. You have reset the clock on your internal filtration. You are now standing in a state of purity that few in the modern world will ever experience. You have moved from the shadows of congestion into the light of total restoration. And this is only the beginning of what your natural longevity can achieve. You have now completed the third pillar of your biological temple. By liberating the silent governor, you have done what millions only dream of. You have restored the very filter that keeps your life force pure. But I know that as you stand on this new peak of clarity, you may feel the weight of the modern world waiting to pull you back into congestion. Knowledge is the seed, but consistent action is the harvest. To ensure that your governor never falls back into the shadows, I have prepared a final token of my appreciation for your dedication to natural longevity. I call it the Master Filter Roadmap. This is a sophisticated, high-definition guide that serves as the architectural blueprint for the protocol we have just shared. It contains the exact measurements, the precise timing down to the minute, and the secret list of restorative foods to consume in the days following your flush to lock in your results. This roadmap is my way of ensuring that the forbidden health wisdom I have shared today remains a permanent reality in your life. You can claim this gift by clicking the link located in the description below this video. It is offered to you as a bridge to your new life, free from the stagnation of the past. As you move forward from this experience, understand that you are no longer a passive observer of your health. You are an active participant in your own evolution. Your journey with me is a testament to the fact that the body has an infinite capacity for healing when the right keys are turned in the right locks. But remember, the temple of your body has many rooms. In our next gathering, we are going to explore the hidden reservoirs of your vitality, the kidneys. I will show you how to perform a 24-hour liquid crystal flush to remove the deep mineral stones and cellular debris that slow your pace. Do not lose this momentum. Subscribe and join our inner circle to ensure you never miss a step on this path of vascular restoration. The governor is awake, the stream is clear, and the horizon of your future has never been brighter. I am Dr. Silas Green, and I look forward to seeing the radiance of your renewed spirit in our next journey through nature's laboratory. Keep the flow, keep the faith, and live in the light of your true potential.